cash register, and he got money for Evelyn and I.
Mm.
And he said, "You don't have to pay me back."
Oh.
And we didn't, I don't think. We got on the
Did you get
train.
a phone call or Western Union to find out that your dad died?
Oh.
Do you remember?
Well, we knew.
He was dying, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'd seen him.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable that Mr. Sherrill would do that. That he would write.
Oh,
that
he
would
thought
give you.
the world of Evelyn and I. He thought we were the best girls he'd ever had.
You were fine people.
He said we were examples for the others to.
He did?
He did.
Wow.
Then I was out running around one day, and Mr. Sherrill, this was later, and Mr. Sherrill saw Dad, and he said, "Well, where's Joe?" And he said, "Well, I really don't know. She was going to go out and do some shopping." And he said, "You mean you don't know where your wife is?"
Well, William O. Sherrill was from a different era. I mean, you know, he wasn't accustomed to women going out and doing things on their own, I don't suppose. Wasn't he from a different generation? Of course, Murphy didn't want you to work either, did he?
Not really. But I wanted to.
So you went out and got it?
There's Mr. Sherrill, businessman can be Christian. Mr. Sherrill was one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was 4.
Oh, I thought there were 3. I just remember William O. Sherrill and J.C. Penney. Those are the 2 that I remember.
And I think the guy from Sears Roebuck.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, there's some guy from Sears Roebuck. I think that's all in paper somewhere.
Well, remember, we looked online and found out that William O. Sherrill's papers are all at University of North Carolina, I think.
I believe
all of his letters, because he was quite a statesman, too.
Oh, no doubt about it. And he loved Evelyn and I. He truly did.
Yeah.
He would come to town, and he'd always look us up and tell. And here I would be at a cash register or working the steam table. And, I mean, he showed his partiality to Evelyn and I. He said we were different.
Well, I guess he felt like he partly raised you, too. You know, you came when you were so young, and you worked for him, and I think he felt...
He was protective.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think back in those days, God, that must have... I can't believe that we did that.
It isn't a remarkable thing to do, to have done. Absolutely.
And then Evelyn and I were on the train, either coming back or going to Washington. And there's a bunch of soldiers got on the train, and everybody started talking, and they were making fun of us because we were Southern and we talked funny.
Oh, yeah, you had an accent.
And this one soldier said, "You guys better look out, because I'm fixing to shoot." I'm fixing to shoot. Because we'd say I was fixing
to do something. Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. But, I mean, it was all in...
Oh, yeah, they were just playing.
Yeah.
Or what about the time you guys went to the beach somewhere and you were taking pictures?
New Jersey.
Was that Atlantic City?
Atlantic City.
What
and
happened?
That cedar chest is in there.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Well, what happened? You were taking pictures.
We were taking pictures, and all at once this great big fella in a uniform came, and he said, I said, "Wait a minute here. What's going on?" And he said,
something about the war.
Yeah, something about the war. And also...
so did he take your camera or just take the film out of it?
I think they took the film. I'm not sure.
Seems like that.
And then another time, I was working in the coat room. They switched me around, you know, because I love to talk. And I was telling something. Well, Evelyn was adjoining the coat room. She was secretary
Right.
to Mr. Putnam.
So the office was nearby.
Yeah. And they heard me talking about, well, things. We went to so and so and so and so. And this fella came up and said, you shouldn't talk. We've got to keep. It was about, they didn't want the enemy to know anything.
So like if you'd said you saw troops coming in at the train station or something, I see. Wow. And who was Mr. Putnam? Who was Mr. Putnam? Was he the manager at the S&W?
He was the manager, Grady Putnam. And then his assistant was Mr. Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T. I'll never forget. As a matter of fact, Mr. Wright came to Lynchburg.
He did?
Yeah, and worked at They had an S&W here in Lynchburg.
Was it at Pittman Plaza or where
Pittman
was
Plaza.
it? Huh.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.